You've spent the afternoon pouring drinks, and you have a heavy jar packed with crumpled dollar bills and silver coins to prove it. It feels like you are rich, but look closely at that pile of cash, because almost all of it already belongs to someone else. To figure out exactly how much money you actually get to keep at the end, we need to locate your profit. That is, the extra cash left over only after every single supply is paid for. To find it, you need to grab a piece of paper, a pencil, a calculator, and every single receipt from your stand. Judging your success by the size of your cash jar is a trap. By tracking the real numbers on paper, you can figure out if your hobby is actually a real working business. Step 1 is to set up a tracking chart. Draw a line down the middle of your paper and label the first column Expenses. Your expenses are the absolute total of all the money you spent to set up your stand, before you even poured the first cup. This animated ledger shows our core ingredients. We add $2 for lemons, $1 for sugar, and $1.50 for cups. We also include poster board and markers for your sign, adding 50 cents. Added together, we spent exactly $5. If you throw away that 50-cent receipt for the markers, your data is corrupted. You have to track every penny to get an honest look at your business. Now we can look back at the cash jar. All of that money collected directly from your customers is called revenue. To calculate your total revenue, you multiply the price of a single cup by the total number of cups you handed out. This visual equation breaks it down. If you sell 10 cups of lemonade at $1 each, your total revenue equals $10. $10 is a great starting point, but revenue is simply your gross intake. It is not your profit. Bringing in a lot of customer money looks impressive on the surface. But until you compare that revenue against what you spent, you have no way to prove if your stand actually worked. To find out if it worked, we use a single formula that combines both sets of numbers. Look at this equation. You calculate true profit by taking your green revenue and subtracting your red expenses. Plugging in our numbers, we subtract our $5 in expenses from our $10 in revenue. That leaves exactly $5. Because that number is positive, you have a profit. Those $5 are yours to keep. Let's see what happens to the math if your supplies cost more than the cash you brought in. If you spent $6 on supplies but only sold $4 worth of lemonade, you drop below zero. This negative amount is a loss. If you make exactly what you spent, you hit a break-even point. You do not have a profit, but you avoid falling into debt. The profit formula acts as an unbiased judge for your business idea. A positive number means you can grow, while a negative number tells you it is time to lower your costs or raise your prices. Now that you have your formula, you can compile all your daily data points into a final tracking chart. This table tracks a typical week. Monday, $12 revenue minus $5 expenses is a $7 profit. Tuesday, $8 revenue, $5 expenses, a $3 profit. Tallying these reveals our bottom line, a $10 total net profit. This final net number represents your real financial power. It is the money that survived all your operational costs. With accurate accounting complete, you get to make the final choice. Save the coins, spend them, donate them, or reinvest in better supplies. Mastering the profit calculation proves your lemonade stand worked and provides the exact blueprint you need to fund your next business.